Honorable Green, welcome on stage. Namah, people from the Western Islands. All people maybe no Tamil Liberia. You come also no Day Council. You come no Mumbai Lumusa. Now all Papa Ground, no Hagen City. Thank you one more time again. To become slap. For this grandstand, or this stadium, this grandstand, this podium. For come up close to this big, very successful Hagen show, 65th Hagen show, Hagen cultural show. We like to thank you, Lopet, Hagen Mouse, for the business houses. We can talk to go past. May to thank you, no Provincial Administrator, play me. My name is up inside the Operation Room, the Western Islands Provincial Administration. Mr. Joseph Manpil. May to thank you, the Master of Ceremony. And may controlling good through activities by me, lawyer. And may to thank you, the Chairman, the Organizing Committee, the Hagen Show, Hagen Cultural Show. May to thank you, the executive team. Special thank you to Richard Lazarus for always reminding me to come up to the Hagen Cultural Show. But more importantly, big thank you for you to organize somewhere. Without you, the Hagen Cultural Show will not be successful. It is the people that make the difference. We like to thank you, all tourists joining me. All tourists who only come from Namah country. I want to say a special thank you to all the tourists who have traveled far and wide. From other countries, from the European countries, from Southeast Asia, from Australia, from within the Pacific region. You have decided to come and witness this very successful 65th Hagen cultural show in Western Islands Province. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. Time tourists come, only come in foreign currency come. Time tourists come, only gracing the government and this my presence for all. But making so many more colorful. Today I want to say a special thank you to the governor for a very wonderful speech. I didn't get to hear you yesterday, but I believe speech you made yesterday was very powerful and indeed very encouraging for our people of Western Islands and Upper Islands and all of Papua New Guinea. On Friday, I declared Hagen as a safe haven for Upper Islands. We declaring Hagen, Western Islands as a place where all the province by come to find peace na Hagen. Now me talk, this was talk because me sabe. Me school inside the army no intelligence. Me school na me find out no tribal fights that come up from Namah parts no. Upper Islands, no Hela, no Southern Islands, no Hela province, all fighting go, all by Ronald Kana finding peace lawyer. All by Ronald Kana, I lawyer. So I must congratulate the people of Western Islands province, the people of Hagen, the people of Mumbai, their council, and also online Bayami, all Chumaka, where only stop close to. First time we become no Abinon, we go on top, no Wurip Kai. We got one the cultural festival that we come up no Wurip Kai. No Wadi Valley. Kami to thank you, Lord, people to Uripkat. Niginista tours, making this so Lord and be successful. May I to thank you, Lord, and illegal tour operators. My ministry wants to work closely. It has worked close to one time on illegal tour operators. Without you, the tourists won't be here. So you must not thank you, Lord. Today, we come loyal and we like to consent. Hagen is becoming a very competitive third city in the country, Lord. Very competitive. You find peace in Hagen. Capital city, Lord, Port Moresby and Bagarap. Me to consent. Port Moresby, you know our city. Port Moresby is a city within a village. Why we talk about Port Moresby and city inside the place? Because now the Port Moresby, legally heavy and come up. On man, Mary on Iran, the fight, Karim Busnat, the Tamil ground around the city. I will look at some city. Me look at Port Moresby as a wonderful place. And it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. To promote tourism, I want to promote peace and unity. Because the only way for tourists to thrive in our country is through peace and unity in our country. You see, plenty time we talk about development. Now you may reach 50 years now. Governor, I want to congratulate you. Governor, you are already putting your people in the celebration mode towards celebrating our 50th anniversary. But you see, the Hagen 65th culture show, initially it was not a culture show. This Hagen festival when we come up, time on warring tribe, Chiga and Yamuga, also fighting on our Papa and Maski. You be making peace. You may make peace only come up in this Hagen show. In early 1961, only come up in this Hagen show. And you see, our forefathers, they wanted our country to be God-fearing, prosperous and free. They wanted Hagen. They wanted Western Islands, Mumbai, Chiwaka, because now that's all Chiwaka and come up with Chiwaka, because Chiwaka is a part of Hagen. They wanted all the parts of Western Islands to promote peace and unity. Today we look at colorful people. Bilas na you come na sinsin. Na we don't look at Western Islands na so. Ola in Noimi lo wenga ikam. All kind of me aramandio. Ola in Noimi lo mendio come no Southern Islands. Ola in Mount Bosabi lo come sinsin. Ola in Noimi lo ni come Tari. Onigri come na sinsin loya. Me look at Popendata come na sinsin. We look at Morabe come na sinsin. You see, we are so diverse, but we are still united as one country, one nation, and one people. And the only way to promote peace and unity as a government, no government to date. The meaning of the only is not talk. Nobody wants a government. And we really take serious about investing in tourism, agriculture, forestry and fisheries. You see, if a serious government invests in these 4 areas, I tell you and guarantee me, there will be no another problem in this country. But you look at no another problem. Government must give money to oil and gas, give money to gold and copper, no nickel, no you mean, now put the money on this proper sustainable industry. Because to participate in tourism, you don't have to be well educated to do a carving. No pillars of Sandai you can sit down. No walking legal notes for you. No planning, kakano garden, no side no agriculture. You don't need lots of people somewhere. Agriculture, forestry, fisheries and tourism is an inclusive business. Inclusive business. You mean spending money in about. Government is putting priority lots of four priorities. Another thing, you mean putting priority in law and justice sector, you mean? All police maybe you looking. Sampai uniform maybe broke. Semua mas mata boleh wearing maybe broke police. Pay no police in a good plan. Mary Blonde, man Blonde in a sleep good long house. We must take our priority right. Going forward in the next 50 years. If we don't, we are going to continue this journey. We are going to continue to have lawlessness in our country. Why we continue to stop also disorganized, disjointed nation? You see, when we start lobbying to get independence from our colonial master, Australia, every region wanted to make become their own country. Bougainville through the Alice. Only come up independent only. Only New Guinea Islands. Through the Mount Hagen Association. Only come up independent only. Or Papua, through the Papua Besena. Only come up independent only. So let's say they happen. I'm talking about regular independent, if you wait not for 5-10 years. But Papa Block, country pa you may late, great-grandchiefs and Michael Thomas Sumari, United Morgetana to Masti. You may get up one time that you may come up with United Papua New Guinea. Today we establish a Papua New Guinea, one country, one people, one nation. But me worry, where are we going from here? And let me take Hagen for an example. Governor, I want to congratulate you. May I congratulate you? Governor, since I come up, Governor of the Western Highlands Province, he has been the uniting force. He has been the common denominator. Before, Western Highlands member, you don't want the governor. Today is different. All the 4 open MPs are working with your governor. That's the difference. When our open members start working closely with the governor, then you will see change. You will see development that may come up. I want to congratulate my brother minister, Mr. Kolimos and big brother from me, Honorable William Namah, Minister for State-owned Enterprise, for working closely with our governor. Now you can see Hagen progressing. Hagen will change. But we need to do more. You may need to make it more. Governor, my challenge to you, I believe I haven't been, the last time I came to Arkansas was when I was the Deputy Prime Minister in 2012. And Governor was the Deputy Governor of the province. Now I come here second time. Governor is no longer Deputy Governor, he is the boss of the province himself. But Governor, you see the crowd, you see the people. Your space here is not good, it's not big enough. And I believe, Governor, we should be talking to the national government to build a big stadium, not just like this, a stadium where we can hold this kind of show. Because Hagen and his center, na mito ko sa Hagen and World Trade Center. Hagen and World Trade Center. All the money, all the provincia, and come all the business houses for Hagen. Today we believe for the last 3 days, when the Hagen show started, the winners are people who are involved in SMEs and MSMEs. They are the big winners because from the crowd that I can see, our small businesses, the little stores that we have, they are making money. That is why I say tourism is an inclusive business. Tourism is an inclusive business. Now you look at the kind pillars. See, Papua New Guinea is so diverse. 800 plus different languages, more than 1,200 tribes. Just imagine the culture. Now you look at one part of the country. We have 21 provinces more, and more culture. But if we promote it well, if we promote and we nurture and we protect our culture, we are going to be a country where every person in the rest of the world wants to come and visit us. But first and foremost, if you must strengthen no other issue of country for you. No other issue of country for you must strengthen. Meaning, like declaring war on mentality to you. Passing where you miss everything. We need to change our mentality. You must change your mentality, baby. Time you're going to sit in a Port Moresby, you must not think like Tari. You must not think like person from Panimo. You must not think like an Hagen trying to encourage tribalism. You must think like a Papua New Guinea. You must think like a Papua New Guinea. You must be a peace-loving citizen. The only way for Papua New Guinea to progress and go forward is through peace and unity. You know, we are so rich, so very rich. Where you see the resources in the pockets of every country in the world, like oil, like gas, like gold and copper. In Papua New Guinea, you almost have everything. Papua New Guinea is so blessed, very blessed. But you know, I don't blame the people. Me not blaming you brown people. Everything rise and falls with leadership. Rise and falls with leadership. When we don't have good leaders, country will not rejoice. There will be no peace and harmony. Everything rises and falls with leadership. I blame us leaders for not being a good custodian of our resources and of our people. But I make no reservation. Being aside 21 man not a place ground. I only fear my living God. If leaders forget about filling their own pocket, if leaders forget about filling their own mouth, I tell you our country will go 100 kilometers. Because we have everything. Over the something you make up. But you may know, all in good, you may know straight in good. You see, all our governors should not be complaining for funding to come to the provinces. I want the government, and I've always said this, and I believe our Prime Minister will take this message also. We must give block grants to our governors. Give the block grants to the provinces. Give him money from governor. Not even governor running province. You mean that only money in Waikani? Before provincial government won't go through. Number one. What went wrong? Masculine pulling power of province like go to Waikani. We got to promote decentralization of our government. Going forward into the next 50 years. Give block grants to the provinces, to the governors, let them run the show. On legal provincial roads, district roads, let the governor will give building on road. You see, how can we connect the country if we cannot connect the districts to the provincial headquarters? Let one district, good the road, good one district and the provincial headquarters. Time you connect one district and the provincial headquarters finish. You connect them on energy and the district headquarters. Then you can think about connecting province to province. The Masculine is building road, nothing. We want to build a road. It must be an economic road. The road must be built into a coffee plantation, into tea plantation, into copra plantation, into cacao plantation. Because most of the money we are using are borrowed money. The only way to repay the money is to build roads into areas where there is economic activity, so there is return on investment. Even if I'm building road, nothing. When we have enough money, when we have surplus budget, then we can think about connecting the rest of the country. At the moment, we connect roads into areas where there is economic activity. So people from Western Islands Province, Orlando Milo Simbu, you become Wagaiwe. Orlando Milo, Eastern Islands, Olapo, you become. Thank you, you come to Western Islands. Western Islands, the way I'm seeing how the governor and his administration and now his 3 members of parliament who are working together, and I believe Day Council will be going into by-election soon. And when we have a new member for Day Council, 4 members will work with the governor. I see Hagen taking a leap ahead of Port Moresby. Because we don't really want to know something like Hagen yet. Only know what we looking. And you need no controlling rubbish for you. No controlling rubbish no. I am going to make the 3 things that we do. Where we don't know you mean. Number 1, littering. Number 2, gravity. Number 3, loitering. Loitering almost you see that nothing, you 3 man. Littering, graffiti, and loitering. Now I'm only summary offenses law. From tourism, I'm going to bring a law to Parliament to make it a criminal code. I'm going to make it a criminal code. You businessman, supermarket owner, you must make sure 15 yards below you got rubbish finished up that you put on the rubbish. Young man married. You look at right now about the building. You like right the best for you here. You look and sit down nothing. Loitering. You see, it's not about going against your freedom. When we legislate against loitering, we are basically saying that you must not sit around and do nothing, but meaningfully participate in the development of our country. Everyone. Just imagine, those who are doing nothing in Port Moresby, if they come back to their villages, to their wards, to their LNGs, to their districts, and they all participate in economic activity, there will be no law and order problem in our country. Our economy will boom. So we got to look at the way how we map our country going forward for the next 50 years. We must look at the way. And that way is not rocket science. It's simple common sense. Addressing the simple things. Before you talk about the moon, you must talk about how you open the ground. Before we talk about feeding the world, we must talk about how we can feed ourselves first. And when there is surplus, then we can feed the world. Right now, we cannot feed the world. Let's make Hagen the agriculture hub of Papua New Guinea. Let's make Western Islands. Let's make Jiwaka. Let's make Eastern Islands. They are agriculture hub of Papua New Guinea. Let's supply to the rest of Papua New Guinea. Forget about supplying to the world when we cannot feed ourselves here. So today, may I challenge you, Governor, first thing, I want to say thank you. You see the crowd and the big one more. All money not come inside because look at space. Let's build, let's go now, design a stadium, find a land, and I will stand with you to lobby for the government to build a stadium in Hagen. Let's build a big stadium. And I believe the crowd in Hagen will beat crowd in Ley and beat the crowd in Port Moresby. Because Hagen is safe haven for the Highlands region. Hagen is a World Trade Center for the Highlands region and for Papua New Guinea. Secondly, Governor, I want to work closely with you to build a cultural center where you will have a museum, you will have an art center, you will have our National Cultural Commission to come and promote the culture within the 4 districts in your province and also other parts of the Highlands region. So let's work closely together to build a cultural center. And I wonder, Milaki Mosel, Houseman design from Western Islands by this cultural center by Yumilukin by Mitokosem cultural center from Western Islands province. Number 3, Governor. Let's promote agriculture in Western Islands province and our neighboring Jiwaka. And I know with your leadership, you can talk to your brother from Jiwaka and from Chimu and from Eastern Islands. With your leadership, combine those provinces. Let's make those 4 provinces the agricultural center of Papua New Guinea. Fourthly, Governor, may I work close to what I knew. No by me promoting cultural shows. No Mumbai no Musa, Maskat Bloemir. Tamul Libilia Maskat Bloemir. They council Maskat Bloemir. Hagen no need no, he got Bloemir. All the Tripaya, he got cultural show blown. Only psych up, the cabins at Hagen so. So me like by me making myself. So in the over there, online women of Western Islands, I mean to thank you on number of parts no country by me, Enga, Southern Islands, Ella, Simu, Eastern Islands, Kiwaka, Ibakam, na Sabodim. Governor by me, people by me of Western Islands, so this is my 65th anniversary by me. Diplomats look some yourself. Hagen show is the oldest show in our country and that's history. That's history. Hagen show is 15 years older than our country. Country maybe by celebrating 50 years. Today, or start no Friday night come, you will celebrate 65 years. 15 years older than Papua New Guinea. Hagen cultural show. And it's a beauty in itself. Time looking for the Bilasi Makarimaka. The number 4, Governor, may like you by working. Lead up, Kamuno, Hagen show. May like you must come up him. Hagen, picnic cultural show. Or picnic show. You may be lasting or picnic comes in. Why am I saying this? We need to start imparting this culture, baby, tradition, baby. We must pass it on picnic. On the 15th of September, I am holding a big picnic show, picnic cultural show in Balimo. I want to start it in Balimo, and I want Hagen to be second. Because the overall cultural show, Hagen is the first, and no one will pick the history of Hagen. So what that is like to big talk, thank you, Lord Progeta. We got big mamas who come today. May I talk Sabele Unit as well. Again, Western Islands people, I am always proud of you. Plenty of Papua New Guinea or something. The Western Islands people are the Chinese of Papua New Guinea. They say this, and you must take it with pride because you do taxi business, you do bus business, every business, Hagen people, they participate in. Hagens are less involved long, tribal fight, kind of problem on this one place now. That is why I am so proud of you. Plenty of potatoes go down the Mosby, plenty of cabbage go down the Mosby, and Hagen supply. Western Islands supply. Coffee go down. Cocoa go down. And I think in the agricultural sector, if our government is serious, we must look at reviving the old plantations. Last time we debated the parliament, Namito Consent, all our state list, 99-year list, time and expire. State must come back. Government must come back na tutup on the public ground. Consult on the public ground na imito consent. Why me work when I find something can. You must revive the work he make. Kurunti now me don't thank you Lord carpenters for the kind of making. Plan your business houses for it. And for the Hagen show, I want to thank Pepsi. Pepsi for being the #1 sponsor. Thank you, Pepsi. I want to congratulate you for taking the leadership to be the #1 sponsor for 65th Hagen Cultural Show. With that, thank you very much, my people of Tamun Libilia, my people of the council, people of Lumusa, Purbaya, people of Hagen, all people come from Enga, Southern Islands, Hela, Kamosa, Eastern Islands, Simuna, Juwaka, and Sampai come from Morbeo, Madang, now you come here, you come attending this festival. Those who have traveled from other parts of the country, you are not just an ordinary Papua New Guinea standing here. You too are tourists here, you local tourists. You too, you tourists. And that's why I always say, one of the big hindrances for tourism in our country is the price of the airfares. And I always argue with my brother Minister William Namah, let's reduce the domestic airfares, international airfares. Price go up, but manus ticket must go down. So that you may promote him on man. You may want to title or tourists outside us all. On man marry no place too. Online I can do like go around of animoya. Online go to look at last place. Online of animo to buy car. The minute talk also, me my walk close to one the minister big plan. He got top and Mr. Wilson. But he got one by international flight from Hagen, he go get to Makassar or Indonesia. So you must look, you can open him up. Market, no side, no bonus, reducing airfares, international flights, reducing airfares, no domestic flights, so people maybe can travel to come to country and promoting local tourism, the international tourism by coming. Thank you once again, the chairman of the song committee, organizing committee, for making this Hagen Show be very successful. More importantly, our powerful governor, I call him the common denominator, the change maker for Western Islands province, the person that unites, the person that is bringing change, Governor Wairapa. And your provincial administrator, Joseph Mengbil, and your hardworking provincial executive council, the provincial administration, all the business houses who have supported this important show for our people of Western Islands, and not only Western Islands, almost, I think, let me say, one-third of country's population is in the islands. You belong to the islands, population won't grow, you go under longer time. You better not know, you belong 24/7. You belong 24/7, the man, population will grow now. Okay, me ba Lucy ba now? Mila Lucy wala top pila wala me wala lilik joke ta sola. So if I can abamas na if I can go, apel ko me you ba? Time me closing show, please, and I beg you, please, as your Minister for Tourism, Art and Culture, go easy to one house. The rest, remember this is a very important show as we prepare to celebrate the 50th anniversary on the 16th of September. Okay, me one was stop close to Lord Kain. Friday me walk on the joke Lord Kain, ma. Mami walk on the joke. One maenga. And walk on, agi one the line start now. Walk on talk English start. Don't walk on try and call him ABC, like come up with it. The money and talks, and we sort of talk with him. And Mark will call him ABC. And look, we Hagans, we learn only 4 letters of the alphabet. We Hagans, we learn only 4 letters of the alphabet. A, B, C, and D. We don't know other letters of the alphabet. Now, online asking them, hey, what do you mean those are 4 letters of the alphabet? And the we Hagans, A for attack, B for bribery, C for compensation. If none of these three, then death. Thank you, people from the Western Highlands province. Thank you, people from the islands. Big Latok, thank you. Big Latok, thank you. No governor pay me. Wairapa. Minister pay me. William Namah. Acting Minister for Police. Member Long. Nurbaya Lumusa. Member pay me long. Kamuli William. Minister Windagi. Minister, thank you. Governor. You have demonstrated that from the council to deputy governor and now being the governor, just look at the crowd and the mass of people that you have put together, and with your provincial administration, this I say is the most successful cultural show I have ever attended in my 4th term as a member of parliament. And in fact, the biggest that I have ever witnessed as the State Minister for Tourism, Art and Culture